The new agent in Valorant, Neon, has an ability that allows her to run much faster than other characters in the game. And there is a secondary ability that she possesses when she runs, which is a slide. Initially during the Valorant playtest, a lot of people thought that she could only slide when she had a forward momentum. But right now, after a few days of her release, we realized that she can actually slide in all directions. She definitely can slide forward, she can slide diagonally forward, and she can actually slide sideways and also backwards. Sliding forward, diagonally forward and sideways are actually pretty easy to do. But to slide backwards, you really need a lot of practice, and it is one of the toughest things to do in Valorant. So in this short tutorial, I'm going to show how you could achieve the backslide and the kinds of mechanics that are in place to achieve this backslide. Now, when you activate Neon's ability to run, you will notice there's a little icon right at the bottom of her ability. This icon indicates that you can slide at any point of time. To slide, you just need to right click while holding the direction of your choice. What makes your backslide extremely difficult to do is the fact that when you release your forward button or your W button, you will almost instantaneously lose your slide charge. And on top of this, whenever you tap backwards, you will lose your charge even faster. It is somewhat like the effects of counter strafing. So when you counter strafe, when you are moving in a certain direction, you press the opposite direction to come to a complete stop faster. And using the same concept, if you were holding W to move forward, if you press backward, you would definitely come to a stop faster. So like I said earlier, when you release your W button, you will almost instantaneously lose your slide charge. And if you press backwards, you will lose your charge even faster. So to backslide, you will need to press the backwards button and the right click instantaneously right after releasing W. You will also need to make sure that you press the backward button and your right click at the same time before you see the slide charge icon disappear. It might sound extremely easy on paper, but it is very tough to do. From the looks of it, it really feels like you only have one frame of time to pull this off. Compared to the side slides, the front slides, the diagonal slides, this is infinitely harder to do. The only way you could probably do it very consistently is to practice over and over and over again. But even then, when you're playing online, you would need to take into account your ping and your lag and all that kind of stuff to make sure this one frame actually comes to fruition when you activate the ability. So the backsliding is definitely possible, but it is super hard to use. Another alternative way that you can do a backslide is by jump backsliding. So while moving forward, you can just jump, and just right before you land on the ground, you press backwards and your right click. This is definitely way easier to do, but it is also something you would do premeditatively, because I wouldn't see a reason why you would jump and backslide out of nowhere, except maybe trying to get out of a gunfight. One of the few practical uses of a backslide that I could see happening in a game would be getting out of an enemy's line of fire because you saw them at the corner of the eye. But besides that, I don't see any other kind of practical use for the backslide. But hopefully this video has helped you understand the mechanics behind this backslide and how to achieve it. If you can do this consistently in game, kudos to you, it is a very welcome addition to her kit. But even if you can't, I don't think she needs the backslide. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Thank you for tuning in, and do subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this.